Hey, what's up, everybody? Mo Hunt Silver, back with another two-box penny hunt for our Lincoln Hunt and Fill series. This is going to be episode number 11, boxes 20 and 21 for the series. These are Loomis boxes, so I did have to open them to make sure we had circulated cents, and we definitely do. We have a very nice mix in box number 20. There was no enders in box 20, but box 21 does have one wheat cent ender. So we will be looking for wheat cents, proofs, errors, varieties, foreigns, anything of interest you can really think of in these pennies here. But let's see. And as a recap from episode number 10, that was actually our first episode. We did not have any additions to the book. So we're still stuck at 192 spots out of a possible 285 to fill in these books. We did have 4 upgrades, though, in episode 10, so that's good. Made the books look a little nicer. So we can be checking for our varieties on VarietyVista.com here. And then we also have our microscope going, so we can get up close and see what those varieties look like. So without any more of my blabbering, let me get these books out of the way, and we'll get our penny boxes into position, and we'll start hunting in box number 20. Hopefully we'll find a lot of good goodies in here. We'll start with roll number 1, right there. So I'll be back as soon as I have my first find, and I hope it's in roll number 1. Just cracked roll number 1, and before I start hunting, guys, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscriptions that I've gotten recently. We're almost at 500, and I could not be happier. You guys are great, and I appreciate every single one of you. So I hope you guys enjoy the content of my future videos, including this one. And I guess we'll just take a gander through this roll real quick together, just to see what I'm looking at here, and you guys can see it as well. But I'm seeing a lot of copper, or a decent amount of copper anyway. That's a nice looking 78. Not too bad. To see if we have any wheat cents in here at all. A lot of 70s I'm seeing so far. Oh, look at that. That's going to be a wheat cent in roll number 1. So you guys found this just like same time I did. We got a 1957 out of Denver. Cool. There's one find for the board so far. And that might be it. What are some of these dates? I'm going to check some of these off camera under the microscope. All right. Well, that's going to do it for roll number 1. Like I said, I'm going to check the rest of these off camera. But we got a wheat cent. Awesome. Roll number 4. I just flattened them out, and I see the reverse of a wheat cent right back here. And this actually looks like it's in decent condition. So we'll just have to see what the date of this one is when we flip it. And that's going to be a 1951. All right. We'll take it. Not bad. Very next roll, roll number 5, and this one actually snuck up on me. I did not see this when I flattened them out, but we have another reverse of a wheat cent, so we can flip it and see what the date of it is. And that's going to be a 1941, so we can put that under the scope and check it for any of the DDOs that it could possibly have. I don't see anything in the motto. No, I don't see anything in Liberty. Or at the date. And is that a Denver, actually? What was that? Oh, I think that actually is a Denver. So we're not going to have a DDO on there. Yeah, that mint mark is really in rough shape, though. Wow. All right. Well, we got one for the 40s anyway. I'll take it. Roll number 7 is going to give us our first foreign for the box. And that is going to be a 1982 from Canada. There it is. All right. So we now have a foreign. Roll number 11 is going to give us a 1952 out of Philadelphia, obverse facing. So that was an easy one to see once we got to it. That's going to be 50s number 3. Alrighty. Very next roll, roll number 12. I have them flattened out in the mat, and I see the reverse of a wheat stalk right here. So we can pluck that out. And what's the date going to be? And that is a 1950 out of Denver. Actually not in bad shape either. All right, pretty cool. Well, that's going to be 50s number 4. And we now have a total of 5 wheat cents. 12 rolls in. Roll number 22. It's been about 10 rolls since we've had a wheat cent find. But roll number 22, I did spot the reverse of a wheat cent, so we can see what the date is together on this wheat cent. And what do we have? And that's going to be a 1944 out of Philly. Very common, but we'll definitely take it. And then in roll 21, I also did find our second of our Canadian finds here, and that's going to be a 1989. All right. So we'll see if there's anything else in this roll. I don't believe I saw anything that looked out of the ordinary, but if there is something hiding in here, I'll be back to share it with you. I have the very next roll, roll number 23, flattened out here, and we are going to have another wheat cent reverse. So we can reveal this date together and see what we have. And what are we going to have here? And that's going to be a 1947 out of Denver. All right, not bad. Good to see 40s. Let's see some stuff that's earlier. Roll number 30, and we're going to have a wheat cent reverse here that was only 3 coins from the end. So we can flip it over and see what the date is here. Got some nasty crud on it. And that's 1953 out of Denver. All right. Keep on moving. A little bit of deja vu we have on this one. Roll number 31. So this is just the very next roll. And we're going to have another 1953 out of Denver. And this one snuck up on me. And it's a bit corroded, but we'll definitely take it. That's going to make 6 50s now. And a total of 9 wheat cents for the box. And we still have 19 rolls to go. And wow, I thought I wasn't going to find anything else in this roll. We're still on roll number 31. And we're going to have a second wheat cent. And that's going to be a 1948 out of Philadelphia. Did not expect that one at all. But pretty happy though. All right. Roll 39. And we are going to have another wheat cent reverse showing. And that is going to be actually right there. You guys can see that bottom of the wheat stalks. It doesn't look like it's in bad condition, so it's probably not going to be too old, I'm guessing. And let's flip it over and see what we got. 1949 Denver. Oh, that's actually older than I thought it was going to be. That reverse does not look bad at all. All right, awesome. We'll take it for sure. Let's see if there's anything else in this roll. If there is, I'll share it. I'm working on the end of roll number 47, and I came up to an older, what looks like a Canadian cent here. It's got King George VI on it. So let's see what the date is of this thing. And that's going to be a 1942 out of Canada. Wow. That's an oldie. We'll take it though, for sure. Sweet. All right, we got 3 rolls to go. Let's hope we can find some more wheat cents. All right, box number 1 for the episode is hunted. And we did not get as many wheat cents as I have gotten in my recent boxes here in the past couple episodes. We were only able to pull out 11 out of this box, but that's okay, because we'll definitely take any wheat cents we can get. So 5 of the wheat cents are going to be from the 1940s, and then we had 6 from the 1950s. We'll just have to see if any of these can upgrade, because I don't believe we're going to have any additions in the ones that we found here. But we'll just have to see once we get into the books. And then this box also gave us 4 Canadians, one of them being a really old one, that 1942. Definitely take that one for sure. And then we got a total of 7 2009s, and most of them, 4 actually altogether, are the lower mintage presidency. There's only about a little over 100 million of the presidency design minted for Philadelphia, and that's the lowest out of all 4 designs for the 2009 year. And we can get our scale turned on and see what kind of copper this box produced, because this jar seems about average, honestly, for what I get in my boxes. And that's going to be just over. Let me change that unit. Yep. So we got 3 pounds, and I'll say 1 ounce. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. So we'll move on to box number 2 for this episode and see what we can get. And I'll be right back as soon as I have my first find. Roll number 5 out of box 21 is going to give us our first wheat cent. I have them flattened out here, and I have a reverse, so we can see what the date of this one's going to be. And let's see what we got here. It's going to be a 1949 out of Philadelphia. All right. And in roll number 4, we also were able to score our first foreign for the box, and that's going to be a 1994 out of Canada. If I can flip it here correctly. There we go. And yeah. So we got a foreign and a 40s wheat cent so far. And we still have to hunt this roll. And if there's anything in it, I'll be back to show you what we found. Roll number 6, I bring you guys back in, not because we have a wheat cent or a foreign find, but under my scope, I have a 1960 Denver small date right here. And when we look at the image under the scope, it's got a pretty considerable die chip inside the 6 of the date there. So that is pretty cool. And I did not see anything in Liberty at all. I guess maybe a little one in the B, if anything, but other than that, nothing really. And nothing else on the coin. Just that die chip in the 6. That's pretty cool, though. It's a pretty good size one right there. So that might bring a couple dollars if I'd want to sell it. But all right, we'll keep on moving and see what else we can find. Roll 13, and we're gonna have a slightly older cent here. I have a 1937 out of Philadelphia. That's not in horrible shape. It's nice to see one older than 1940. But I don't believe we need this for the book. But I'll definitely still take it. For sure. Roll 15. I have them flattened out, and I was going through them. And I came up to another wheat cent. And it's going to be a 1955 out of Denver. So that will be our first from the 50s for this box. All right. So we got one for the 30s, one for the 40s, and one for the 50s so far. Can we find one for the 20s or teens? Roll number 16, and it is going to be an ender roll. So we'll have to get into this to see what the date is on it, but it does look kind of old from the reverse. So that might be a 20s or so, but let's find out. Let's get into it. Unfortunately, there was nothing else hiding in the roll with that wheat cent ender, but we can check what the date is of it now. And what do we have here? Let's try and focus. Is that a 1933? Let me throw that into the scope real quick. Yeah, check that out. Wow. So we got a 1933 out of Philly. I don't think this is a semi-key date or anything, but excuse me. I'm pretty sure this is a lower mintage. And this is definitely going to be an album edition. So let's check the red book on that real quick. Got my red book right here on wheat cents. And yeah, 1933. 14.36 million minted. So that's really low. And a tough one to get. That's awesome. Sweet. So we know we got an album edition for this episode. That is awesome. All right, well, we'll move on to roll 17 and see what that one's holding for us. Roll number 17 is going to give us our 5th wheat cent for the box. I didn't see it when I laid them out, so we can flip this over and see what the date is of this together. I don't know. It's kind of beat up. And that's going to be a 1951 out of Philly. All right, I believe that's our second 50s for the box. Roll number 22, guys, and I cannot believe what I discovered in this roll. Check this out. We have a 1981 from Philadelphia with a large cud right above Lincoln's head there. And that is amazing. I'm going to put this under the scope to show you closer what that cud looks like. And there you can see how large that thing is. And I did do some research before I filmed this on cuds on coins. And this is going to be cud number 4 for 1981 in stage B. That is pretty cool. And I did do also some eBay research. And I need to get to it. And this is what I found on eBay. One sold just like this in November. That would be November 11th of 2023. And it sold with 14 bids for $77. So that is pretty cool. I will definitely take that. And that is a nice mint error. Awesome. This box has been a great box so far. Not really finding many wheat cents, but we're finding some pretty cool stuff. Roll number 26. I just flattened them out. And we are going to have another wheat cent reverse right here. So we can pluck this out and flip it over and see what we got. And that's going to be a 1953 out of Denver. All right, it's another 50s wheat. And then also in roll number 23, we came across another foreign, and that's going to be a 1980 from Canada. Not bad. All right, we'll take them. See if there's anything else in this roll, and I'll share it if there is. I have to laugh a little bit, guys. We're still on the same roll, roll number 26. And more towards the back, we're going to have a second wheat cent for this roll. And it's going to be another 1953 Denver. That's funny. 2 wheat cents in one roll here. And they're both the same date, the same mint. But we'll take them. It's another wheat cent for the board. Roll number 31. And we're going to have another wheat cent. And this one was obverse facing. And it's not in bad shape for the date. We have a 1940 out of Philly. That is in pretty decent shape. All right, happy to have that one. That's going to make 2 40s now for the box. And a total of 8 wheat cents. Roll 35. And I had this one sneak up on me. We are going to have another wheat cent. And it's reverse facing. So we can flip it and see what the date is. And that's going to be a 1945, which looks like a San Francisco. And it sure is. Awesome. 1945 San Francisco. Don't get many of those. All right, happy to have that one. Sweet. We'll keep moving. Oh, and I also did forget to mention, in roll number 32, we were able to come across the 1969 from Canada. So that is another foreign. And I also did forget to mention, in roll 28, we also came across another Canadian cent in 1982. So that's going to give us a total of 4 Canadian cents so far for the box. Roll number 46 of box 2. And I did not realize what this was until I picked it up and looked at the date. But we're going to have a 1944 wheat cent in horrible condition. All right, we'll take it though. Just going through the very next roll, roll number 47. And I see another wheat cent reverse here that I came up to, so we can give this the flip and see what we got. And it's going to be a 1951 out of Philly. That one's in much better shape than that first one we found in this box. All right, not bad. Very next roll again, roll number 48. Going through the back half. And we're going to have another wheat cent. So we can flip this over and reveal what the date is on it. And let's see what we have. A 1946 out of Philadelphia. All right, pretty common, but we'll take it. We got 12 wheat cents so far for the box. Can we get any more in the last 2 rolls? Second to last roll of the hunt is going to give us a rare find. And I believe this is only the 6th one of these that I have found in all of my penny hunts, or cent hunts, whatever you want to call it. But we have a 1998, and when you flip it over, if my camera's going to focus, you can see there's a big space in between that A and the M in America. And I'll put it under the scope right here, and there you guys can see the big space. There's this is actually the proof reverse that they used on this particular strike, and also the designer's initials FG are closer to the building than what they should be, because they're normally a little bit further away. And these can only be found on the 98, 99, which is very rare, and the 2000. So that's pretty cool. Another awesome find for this box, and we still have one more roll to go. Let's see what we can get in that last roll. All right, box number 21 is hunted. We did not have anything in the last roll of this box, but I will say this was an excellent box overall. We didn't have a ton of finds, but the finds that we did have were pretty good. A couple of them anyway. So I'll get right into what we got here out of this box. And we were able to score 4 foreigns, and they're all from Canada. And then a total of 10 2009s. And we have all 4 different designs there for the 2009 designs. And also this was a slight oddity that I thought I would share with you that I didn't film before. But this 2019 has a nice little die chip right inside the 9 right here. So I've never seen that on any examples before. So I'm going to hold that to the side. And then as far as wheat cents go, we did get a book filler, a 1933 out of Philadelphia. And also 1937, and then we were able to score 5 1940s altogether, and also 5 1950s. So we got a total of 12 wheat cents in this box. And that's about average for what I find in my area, so I'm not going to complain with that at all. And then as for errors and varieties in this box, we were able to find a 1960 small date, and that's going to be a Denver that has a large die chip inside the 6 right there. That is pretty cool. We found a large cud on this 1981 out of Philadelphia, and that is cud number 4 in the listing on Cuds on Coins. And this is going to be stage 2, which is slightly bigger than stage 1. But that is awesome. And here is the reverse effect. Right here, it's very weakly struck from where that cut is at. So that is awesome. And then we were able to find another wide AM. And it's a 1998. And it's not in horrible condition. It's definitely worth keeping. This might be worth maybe at least $10, $15 in this condition. And this Cud, I forgot to mention before the value of what I could get for this roughly, but this is around a $75 coin right here. Because we had that one that just recently sold on eBay back in November of 23, and it was sold for $77, and it's in about the same condition as what this one here is. So that is awesome. But I couldn't be happier really with this hunt. It went very well and found a couple really good things. So now we just have to weigh our copper that we found in this box, because our jar is pretty full. So let me get our scale turned on. There we go. And we'll stick the copper cup on there. And we have another 3 pounds, and I'm going to say 1 ounce. So that's going to give us a total of 6 pounds, 2 ounces for this hunt in copper. That's pretty good. And I'll definitely take 6 pounds of copper at face value. So now the only thing left to do for the end of this video is to compare my finds from today's hunt in the books, see if we have any upgrades. And I know we're going to have at least one edition with that 1933 Philadelphia. So let me do that, and I'll be right back and show you the books. Alright guys, well, for this episode, we are going to have 5 new editions for these Lincoln Cent albums, and 1 upgrade. And our oldest new edition for these albums is going to be the 1933 out of Philly. And there you can see there's only 14.3 million minted. So that is not very many at all. That is definitely a tough find to get. And then our second edition, which we definitely need an upgrade for, but is going to be a 1941 out of Denver. And our third edition is going to be a 1947 out of Denver. And that one is actually not in bad condition. Now our fourth edition is going to be a 1950 out of Denver. That one is also not in bad condition. And then our last edition for the albums is going to be a more modern Shield Cent, a 2011 Denver. So for these more modern scents, I am holding out until we can find some really, I guess, real nice examples or just better looking examples, so I don't have to make these holes worn out from putting in all kinds of upgrades and that kind of thing. So, but as we get older, I'm just going to take what we can get, because it's extremely hard to get some of these older ones. And then as far as our upgrades go, we were only able to upgrade our 1949 out of Denver. The example that was in there was pretty cruddy and a bit corroded, so that one looks much better. And give you guys an overall look at the albums. So we have 88 spots to fill in these albums now, and some of these early ones in book number 1 here could take quite a while, but I know we're not going to find any like key dates like the 09 SVDB or the 14 Denver or anything like that. I highly doubt we're going to find those. Even the steel scents here in book 2, those are going to be definitely more difficult to find unless we do like customer wrap rolls or things like that. But other than that, I could not be happier with the way these books are looking and how full they're getting in as few boxes as we're hunting as well here. So if you guys like this hunt and like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like the content. And we'll see you on the next one.